What's up guys, it's Adam here. Now, with such a great reputation behind it, I decided to do this NordVPN review to see if it's not only one of the best providers but also a top contender for the #1 VPN spot. So with so many different threats to online privacy and clampdowns on streaming services, I want to make sure that this provider can live up to its promises. Most importantly, I'll look at some key questions related to NordVPN. Is it safe to use? Can this service unblock Netflix and other streaming services? Has it improved on its average speeds? And of course, does the price compare to its features? My latest speed tests show that NordVPN is the fastest VPN on the market. That's mainly because of the new tunneling protocol named NordLynx, which is a version of WireGuard. But how fast is NordVPN exactly? To answer this, my colleagues started running speed testing tools to collect long-term data. First we installed NordVPN in Germany, the UK and the US, then we connected to the VPN servers in those countries and checked the speeds daily. To give some context for these results, I can say that the connection speed in each location is enough to stream in 4K without buffering issues at all. Obviously, your location, ISP and hardware will impact the results. Nevertheless, NordVPN speeds are the best and should be enough for most users. If you still have doubts, I suggest checking the results on NordVPN's extensive speed test of tunneling protocols. It clearly shows that NordLynx increases performance by a significant margin. What's more, they asked AV-Test, an independent IT company, to measure the speeds of the top 7 services. Unsurprisingly, NordVPN outdid all of its competitors by a significant margin. For the best possible speed, simply click the Quick Connect button. You will connect to the fastest and nearest VPN server. The downside is that you won't be able to choose your location, but you can always pick the fastest server from a particular country. What's more, Nord has started adding new 10 GB per second servers in the US, the UK and Japan that will further improve the performance. Nord's server list is one of the best in the industry. It allows them to provide truly global coverage and reliable connections all over the world. If you don't have a particular location in mind, this service can automatically select the best server for you based on their loads. At the moment, Nord has over 5,500 servers in 59 different countries, and some of them are already RAM only, meaning they cannot store any information for a prolonged period of time. Nord has also started adding the new 10 GB per second and co-located servers, which are fully controlled by themselves. The company expects to continue increasing the numbers of both server types. NordVPN has a truly global server fleet covering all continents except Antarctica. The Americas have 2,400 servers, Europe has 2,100 servers, Africa, the Middle East and India combined has 100, and Asia Pacific has 600 servers. In addition to the standard ones, there are also specialty servers optimized for addressing particular user needs. NordVPN allows you to choose from dedicated IP servers for users who need a dedicated IP address, double VPN servers for multi-hop fans who want to send their connection via 2 servers, obfuscated servers where you're in a country with restricted internet access, onion over VPN servers when you want to run Tor on top of a VPN, and P2P servers which are optimized for torrenting with no bandwidth limits. Not all server types are available in every country, so you should check for the latest coverage updates on their website. For a top tier product, NordVPN is very cheap. Their 1-month plan is $11.95 per month, their 1-year plan is $59 or just $4.92 a month, and their 2-year plan is $89 or $3.30 per month. Also, I have a special discount link which will save you extra money on top of that, and I'll put that in the description area below. All NordVPN plans offer the same suite of features, which is AES 256-bit encryption, NordLynx, OpenVPN, IPv2/IPsec, DNS leak protection, a kill switch, and allow up to 6 simultaneous connections. There are anonymous payment options available such as crypto for those concerned about privacy. However, you can also pay by any major credit card, PayPal, Google Pay, Amazon Pay, Direct Debit and Union Pay. If you're getting a buyer's remorse, there's also a 30-day money-back guarantee. This comes with no strings attached and no small print. The only thing to be aware of is that you can't get a NordVPN refund if you paid in Bitcoin or something similar. There's also a 7-day free trial on Android if you download NordVPN from the Google Play Store. However, it does require entering payment details first, but once you've done that, you can use it on any supported device. The cost may not be the lowest VPN on the market. That said, no other VPN offers as much value for money, especially if you use the coupon code in the description of this video. Many VPN services claim to provide complete anonymity on the internet, but only a few can back it up in features and evidence. NordVPN is one of the few because it has military-grade encryption, the latest tunneling protocols, minimal logging, and is located in a privacy-friendly jurisdiction. So how safe is NordVPN really? Well, it's safe enough to be favoured by sensitive user groups such as journalists and political activists, as well as those wanting to enjoy unblocked streaming content. It can back up its claims of top-notch privacy and security reliability and effectively. Now, you may have seen that NordVPN has suffered a security breach back in 2018, which has allegedly tarnished its reputation. However, as it turned out, the incident happened on just one server and it wasn't possible to reach any critical infrastructure from it to begin with. Since then, they have put some serious effort into increasing the security of all servers by announcing a bug bounty program and signing a partnership with Versprite. If you still ask yourself, is NordVPN safe? I suggest learning more about each security and privacy feature they offer and how they can help with securing your online activities. NordVPN uses military-grade AES 256-bit encryption, which is used by banks and many government institutions to protect their internet traffic. This is an extremely strong cipher. In fact, it's so strong that a hacker using a brute force attack where they try many combinations would need billions of years to break it. The protocols supported are NordLynx, which is their WireGuard, OpenVPN UDP, OpenVPN TCP, IKEv2/IPsec, and L2TP over IPsec. NordLynx is their version of a next-gen WireGuard protocol that gives you incredible speeds and even better security, and NordVPN was one of the first to offer this tunneling protocol on major platforms. OpenVPN is a reliable and time-tested choice, while Mac OS and iOS users also like to try IKEv2. Now, PPTP are no longer supported, but that's actually okay. These protocols are outdated both in terms of security and performance. On top of all this VPN offers not only a standard internet kill switch, but also an app kill switch as well. A kill switch helps you stay secure by shutting off the internet connection if the VPN stops working. That way, your real IP address won't be unintentionally revealed. When you're using the internet, NordVPN will shut off the connection if it stops working suddenly. However, with the app kill switch, it will also shut off certain apps if NordVPN suddenly stops working. The kill switches are not turned on by default. To do so, you have to click the small settings button in the top right corner. You can turn on one or both kill switches. For the app kill switch, you'll also have to add the apps that you want to use. In my tests, I found NordVPN's kill switches to be effective every time. When I tried to interrupt the VPN connection on several occasions, the internet traffic or app was shut down immediately. NordVPN has IP and DNS leak protection. This means that your identity won't leak via your IP address and your online activities won't show via your DNS requests. Of course, the only way to be certain is to run DNS and IP leak tests, which I did, and I verified there were no leaks at all. Now, Nord is owned by Tefincom SA, a company based in privacy-friendly Panama. This is important because VPN service providers operate according to the laws of the country they're based. Panama is a small country in Central America that doesn't require VPN companies to collect data on their users, which is a great thing for user privacy. It also doesn't belong to any far-reaching intelligence alliances like the Five Eyes Global Surveillance Group. This allows NordVPN to have a real no-logging policy, meaning they know very little about you and your internet activity. They have a very clear privacy policy showing their commitment to keeping no logs on their users. Their privacy policy states the following. NordVPN guarantees a strict no-logs policy for NordVPN services, meaning that your activities using NordVPN services are provided by automated technical process, are not monitored, recorded, logged, stored or passed to any third party. We do not store connection timestamps, session information, used bandwidth, traffic logs, IP addresses or other data. However, they take it a step further than anyone else on the market because users can't see what happens behind closed doors. NordVPN decided to prove their no-logs policy and ordered an independent audit. This no-logs audit was performed by the world-renowned accounting firm PwC, who found no discrepancies between the no-logs policy and what the company does in practice. As a result, this service is one of the few to have an independently audited no-logs policy. They have recently repeated the audit by expanding the scope. It included interviews with employees, technical log inspections and more. The special server types including obfuscated, P2P and double VPN were also tested. Still, PwC came to the same conclusions that in no shape or form their no-logs policy could be mistrusted. By meeting people's significant security and privacy needs in high-stakes situations, this service provides an answer for any everyday use. Whether it's anonymous torrenting you're interested in or secure public Wi-Fi use, these features have you covered. They announced the NordLynx protocol at the end of July 2019, becoming the first major VPN to implement WireGuard. WireGuard is a super secure tunneling protocol that has major performance benefits over other protocols. In April 2020, NordLynx became available on Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android and iOS. The only small problem with standard WireGuard is that it can't dynamically assign IP addresses to everyone connected to a server. Therefore, the server must contain a local static IP address table to know where internet packets are traveling from and to whom they should return. It means that the real IP address of a user must be linked to an internal IP address assigned by the VPN. NordLynx fixes this WireGuard issue by developing a double NAT, which stands for a Native Address Translation System, allowing the VPN to establish a secure connection without logging any identifiable details. And security and privacy aside, NordLynx provides significantly better speeds than OpenVPN or IKEv2 tunneling protocols. Nord ran more than 8,000 tests by following 4 different scenarios to confirm that, and all the data is publicly available. Nord is one of the few VPN providers that give users anonymous purchase options as well. Not only does it support multiple cryptocurrencies, but it also allows you to sign up without any personally identifiable information such as your name, address or contact details. The only thing you will need is an email address, which can be a throwaway account. You can buy NordVPN using the following anonymous purchase options via coin payments. There's Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, BitTorrent, Dash, Ethereum, Tron, Monero, Zcash and Ripple. Nord supports a wide range of desktop and mobile devices, so they most likely support yours. It has apps for Windows, Mac OS, iOS, Android, Linux, Amazon Fire TV and Android TV, plus extensions for Chrome and Firefox. People often ask how many devices does NordVPN allow simultaneously? The answer is that you can use this VPN on up to 6 devices at the same time. This is a pretty good benefit, and it turns out you can use one subscription to cover your entire household or share it with your friends. The NordVPN apps are pretty uniform across the different platforms with a simple interface that's easy to use. Apps for Windows and Mac have a pretty similar interface and feature set. Both offer AES 256-bit encryption, the CyberSec suite of features and a kill switch, and of course much more. When you launch the app, you'll see a world map with server locations. You can either manually choose the country you want to connect to or click the Quick Connect button. There's also an option to search for specific servers by city. You'll see a cogwheel for the settings menu on the top right of the screen where you can control all of the security features, notifications, auto connect settings and more. I advise you to go over all of these settings because some defaults are not the ideal for maximum security. The Mac version also has a new feature named Presets. It allows you to create shortcuts to your favorite apps and sites that you launch after turning on the VPN. You can choose server, protocol, protection level and up to 6 links for each preset. NordVPN for Linux will require a little bit more work to set up, as that is typical for Linux clients. While it isn't as visual as the Mac and Windows versions, it offers the same options although with command lines. Android and iOS apps offer a great experience on mobile. In fact, I can go so far as to say that they provide a comparable level of security as the desktop clients. The iOS app has a kill switch integrated into it. For Android users, they will have to find the always-on VPN option in their phone settings. There are fewer tunneling protocols available on these apps, but the ones still there are some of the safest. I'd go as far as to say that the NordVPN mobile experience is pretty similar to the desktop one. The mobile apps can be found on the Apple App Store and Google Play. There's also an APK file available if you want to download and install the Android app manually. They also have browser extensions for Chrome and Firefox. These are listed as proxy extensions, but they will help you change your IP address, protect your communications, and block ads and trackers. Some VPN providers offer free browser extensions, which are more of a marketing trick really. They usually only offer a few locations and no extra features, such as a malware blocker. That's not the case here with NordVPN though, as their browser extensions for Firefox and Chrome come with a full server list, cybersec and WebRTC blocker. You can download the extension for your browser from the Chrome Web Store or Firefox browser add-ons website. Chrome's extension review score is quite good and it has been downloaded more than 500,000 times. The Firefox counterpart also has a good rating but less than 100,000 downloads, which probably has something to do with Chrome being way more popular. There is also an app for Android TV devices. Therefore, if your smart TV uses Android as its OS, you can use the VPN service and its custom DNS server. There's also an app for Amazon Fire TV and Fire Stick. While some providers offer the Smart DNS tool for connecting smart TVs, game consoles and similar devices without encrypting their traffic, this one has chosen another path. By combining VPN and Smart DNS, they've created SmartPlay, a tool that unblocks content and keeps you safe at the same time. You can manually configure NordVPN on most routers. The majority of firmware supports the freeware OpenVPN client, but some use the IKE v2 tunnel. This service also works with OpenVPN open source software. Of course, that means you won't be able to use any other tunneling protocol, which is a pity given how fast NordLynx is. Finally, while NordVPN doesn't have an app for Kodi, it works great with this media player. So Nord performs great for streaming. It unblocks multiple services and provides excellent speeds. It has proven successful time and time again at unblocking Netflix USA from anywhere. In my tests, Netflix wasn't geo-blocked on any of the US servers I tried. That is quite a stunning achievement. The situation was just as good in other popular Netflix locations I tested in Japan, UK, Germany and the Netherlands. Only several servers I tried were blocked, but there were always more in the same country for me to try streaming videos. It also unblocks Amazon Prime in no time, as well as other streaming platforms such as HBO, Hulu, Disney Plus and many more. What's more, they have apps for Android TV and Amazon Fire TV and Fire Stick if you want to watch your favourite movies or shows on a big screen. And if you configure it on a router, you can use its unblocking capabilities on a wide variety of smart TVs and game consoles. NordVPN performs great for torrenting as well. It even has P2P optimized servers in more than 40 countries, along with military-grade encryption and unlimited bandwidth. Thanks to NordLynx, you'll enjoy the best possible P2P sharing speeds that will help you finish all downloads in no time. Torrenting and using BitTorrent-based streaming apps such as Kodi or Popcorn Time can be risky. Luckily, this service meets all the criteria for keeping you safe and secure. Additionally, NordVPN is one of the few VPN services that offer a free SOC 5 policy. This is a convenient way to protect yourself from those situations when you load up your torrent client but forget to turn on your VPN. You can set up a SOC 5 proxy on all popular P2P clients such as uTorrent, BitTorrent, Views or Deluge. And if you want to learn more about torrenting with this provider or find instructions on setting up its SOC 5 proxy on your P2P client, head straight to the NordVPN support page. So Nord has excellent customer support that will answer most or all of your questions. Your support options include chatbot, 24/7 live chat support, email, FAQ and an extensive online knowledge base. One way to access live chat is to visit the NordVPN website and click on the support button at the bottom right of your screen. A window will appear with a search box, FAQ and an option to choose between email or live chat. You might also get a chatbot instead, which will allow you to contact a live person anyway. I found that live chat support agents are top notch, very responsive and knowledgeable. I had to wait a few minutes at most before the agent was assigned. The response times were even shorter and I only had to wait for an answer if the question was more complex. If the issue is too difficult to solve during a chat session, you can expect an answer via email within hours. Personally, I was happy that they were ultimately able to solve every issue that I had. Both the FAQ and the knowledge base sections are detailed and cover the most common issues. The FAQ is divided into two parts, the VPN setup tutorials and the actual questions and answers section. The VPN setup covers major platforms and other devices, while the FAQ itself has nearly 20 entries. When it comes to the rest of the knowledge base, is divided into three big sections: general info, billing and connectivity. General info covers the features and smart play, the billing section talks about your payments and subscriptions, and the connectivity part has a dedicated section for all major platforms, plus SOC 5 proxy, routers and NAS devices. Overall, there are almost 150 articles, so you should be able to find answers to most questions in the unlikely scenario where live support goes down. So, in conclusion, should you get NordVPN? Well, my recommendation is yes, you should. It's definitely one of the best VPNs on the market right now, and in many ways it's the VPN global leader. It has faultless privacy and security features with industry-leading encryption and protocols. Its servers can get around Netflix and other streaming blocks, and its P2P optimized servers are good news for torrenters. Additionally, it's the fastest VPN service that you can get. Ultimately, NordVPN doesn't offer native support for routers. However, you can set this up manually by following step-by-step instructions. And should you have any questions, its strong customer support is ready to help you out 24/7. If you want an industry-leading VPN for entertainment, security, privacy, or all of the above, you absolutely cannot go wrong with NordVPN. Okay, so that just about wraps up this review. I will put a special discount link to Nord down below in the description, and that can save you some extra money. If you have any questions at all, leave a comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to like this video if you found my review helpful, and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on the latest VPNs.